So I did hear back from the Governor DeSantis office this morning where basically they said, yeah, there's nothing they're going to do or can do, maybe. And that I needed to go to these appropriate people and file basically complaints, charges, whatever on, and that it basically comes down to our district attorney, Bill Gladson. And I assure you, I've copied him on everything. So I'd like to hope that he's maybe doing his job. But then again, I've also noted that he's a former police officer. And see, they got me acting like I'm anti-police or something, and I'm not. I still am not. I am anti-government and anti-government not doing their job and things like that. But I still go and I just can't wait until I get the recordings from Eustace, because Officer May set me up. She straight up did. She knows what she put in her police reports prior to talking to me on the phone, but then she was all buddy-buddy with me on the phone. She's the one who told me to go to DCF also. And it was after I talked to her and had talked to, and like I said, it was Lisa Jarvis who first said I needed to go to DCF, and even then I wasn't sure. And then I had the sheriff deputy saying I needed to go to DCF, though he should have done his job. I've already shown that. And then I had Officer Mays saying I needed to go to DCF. She also said I could go and do a wellness check. But literally the next day when I got that thing saying DCF said the victim didn't live in Florida, but then I got annihilated by Eustace Police Department, a supervisor. So I just cannot wait for the Eustace to actually provide me their recordings. But Officer May straight set me up. She's the one who literally put in a police report that allegations of abuse and neglect are 100% unfounded. I hadn't even, literally. She literally stopped it before it even could happen. And I'm 1000% demanding that the district attorney, Bill Gladson, stand up to this and help me protect my grandbaby's civil rights and do the right thing, or else I add him to the lawsuit too. I'm already going to definitely be suing Lake County Sheriff Office, though at a minor, because I do believe some of it was because of what Eustace Police Department told the Lake County Sheriff Office. And that would be a great time for them to join me to say, hey, yeah, we did boo-boo, but you're correct. It was because of what the Eustace Police Department said is why. And I get that, because you don't know me. You didn't even know my name, because I am the least threatening person out there. Literally the least threatening person out there up until they mess with my grandbabies. So yeah, I'm demanding that the district attorney, Bill Gladson, stand up against what I've shown him and that he has access to. But like I said, it's up to him. Literally, the governor's office and the attorney general says that it is his call on what he wants to do, if he wants to hold these certain officers accountable. And like I said, I don't even have everything, Eustace. I'd like to think, because since I paid for, they already pulled the data at Eustace, and I paid the $100 and some. I really would like to believe that he's looking at it and seeing the corruption. Maybe it was just the one female officer, and that actually bothers me even more, because I can't wait to share how she was all buddy-buddy. We talked about Steve Harvey and how a man will show you who they are when you first meet them, all that stuff. She told me how she was a Christian. I fell hook, line, and sinker, and maybe she is. But there's still bad people who are Christians. There are bad people who are in jail, who deserve to be in jail, who are Christians. It's just factual. But the fact that it was a female, when this whole time that I thought, okay, I reference even this nice female officer, like even the DCF people are females, but all the buttholes were men. So but here it is. She literally told me about how she quoted, and you guys will get to hear it when the audio is released, this quoted the scripture about how wolves will be in sheep clothing. I guess that was more self-reflection on her part. I don't know. I know what she said, literally in a court doc, in a police report that said allegations of neglect are 100% unfounded. And she literally lied. She has no qualifications. She never saw the crib. She never talked to literally has qualifications to rule out the medical neglect or the twin speech milestone. But she put it in her police report 100%. Not, hey, I don't think it is, 100% unfounded. And that's why I'm coming after it, literally the Eustis Police Department, because I've got multiples like that. But that right there, that stopped, that hindered my grandchildren's civil rights. And that is an abuse of color. And it's also funny that all these organizations telling me to go local to file a complaint aren't bringing up that you guys can actually go to the FBI website and do an abuse of color. I'll talk more about that when I get it printed out. But yeah, I did that already. And that's why I said literally last week they called, but that was more in the Lake County Sheriff Office. So once I get all the actual Eustis Police Department documents, no matter what our district attorney, Bill Gladson, does, will absolutely be going to the FBI. And if any of you guys have something where you can show that the police didn't do their job, I encourage you to go to the FBI. It's well within our rights. They, like I said, the guy actually called me back. So I like to believe I really believe that he also is handling this on his end. It's the feds, it's the FBI. They don't owe me anything. But yeah, in fact, if you live in Lake County, Florida, and you have something where you believe that the police overstepped or didn't do their job, whether it's the sheriff office or the Eustis Police Department, and you're not in a position, like you went, go out, you reached out and for your FOIA information, and it was going to be like $100 and some, and you don't have it, send me that invoice and I will pay it for you. Because like at the end of the day, the things that when I did post some public stuff on a word of mouth, some people came out very vocally about the captain, I think Capri or whatever his name is, about the Eustis Police Department. I have no knowledge of that. I have not, this is a female deputy who lied. So yeah, I wish this was, to the TikTok people saying this isn't the place, it's absolutely the place where I wouldn't know what I know. And I'm absolutely going to make sure everybody knows their rights. So reminding everybody, including myself, to do better. Thank you.